do. It's like a. All right, we are here. We are going. Sorry,
Hell
everybody,
yeah,
we're a
guy.
couple minutes late. 3 minutes late. Big what? Okay, like chill out.
I think I was on time.
Yeah, we were on time. We just started the live late. Whew. Anyways, hi, welcome everyone to Scissor Me Timbers. We are
What is
here
up?
with Alice, of course, a new what do you call them when you join a sorority? A
A
rushie,
pledge.
a pledge, our new pledge to the FMU, Arsini McRae.
Hi, y'all.
Welcome.
Yay. Thank
Welcome
you.
to the crazy.
I am so happy to be here. I was thrilled to be here the first time for sure, but I am just over the moon to be here today.
It's kind of like there's a little bit of a like I'll have someone on, Paul has someone on, then we're like, yeah, we like them. Let's let's talk to them more often. Hey,
Aw.
everyone in the chat. Let's see, we got Nick, St. Michael, Rupert, and Pride.
Shut
Wimble,
up!
and Luke. Hey, Luke.
I thought I muted it. I thought I muted it.
Don't mute yourself, Alice. We
my
can't
God.
afford you to lose you for the rest of the stream. Don't just yell.
Yeah,
It's
don't
cool.
touch anything. But second of all, that's so funny because it wasn't working, and then all of a sudden we just hear "fuck." Oh my gosh. Hey, Professor Platypus. Oh God. Anyways, how is everybody doing? How's everybody doing?
Good. How's your week? Anything interesting happen?
I don't know. Nothing that I can think of.
Nothing new. No, you sure? No.
I was freaking out so bad when all that was happening, and Adam wasn't home; he was out. So it's me and Scar. And when Jesse Kelly retweeted you, I was like, or retweeted that, I was like, oh my god, oh my god, Scar, and even like she was getting excited, like because I was telling her what was going on, and we were, and she was like, oh my god, and yeah, it was yeah. And then
I was in the middle
like,
of making spaghetti. And I was like in the kitchen, holy fuck! Holy fuck!
Where were you when FM went viral?
Everyone will remember it, just like 9/11.
9/11.
St. Michael, thank you for the $5, St. Michael. Oh my God. Okay, before we get into stuff, gonna be careful with words. I'm gonna be trying to be careful with words. Just say things how it happens. I'm still gonna put my spin on things and stuff. I just don't want to give this guy. I don't want to. If there can be anything that comes of it, I don't want to trash it. So, well, but I'm good. I just wanted to. That's just a disclaimer because we are a professional outfit here, so we like to disclaim things. But
we are a real sorority. Okay,
we're professional.
Look at us.
We're the pretty girl sorority.
I wore my good sweatshirt.
Look, Alice wore her good sweatshirt for this shit. You know what I mean? We are classy bitches. Mister.
Oh, hey Adam. Hey Big Hands. Hey Randy. Oh my God. Anyway.
Hi, honey.
Anyways.
I'd ask him to get me beers, but I'm not sure I can handle it after that wild Tuesday.
I know.
I was just like cleaning curtains as FM was just like insanity going on.
I knew the best part was I knew Liberty Twitter was gonna drag him once Liberty Twitter found out. Right. I'm like, that'll be so cool. And then it just like for me, that was like and the support, the instant fucking support I got was just like I was crying. Like at first I was like, hey Zara. For like a second I was like, oh fuck, scared. Like, you know that feeling when someone doxes you, you're like, oh fuck. Right. And I had a good attitude about it, and I was like, holy shit, like this guy is proving our fucking point that normal ass motherfucking people, working class girls from the suburbs, yeah, I have a bunch of shoes, but I am myself poor. So like, you know what I mean? Like, in the minute it wasn't, the motherfucking ink on the paper wasn't even fucking dry, and these motherfuckers are trying to take me down.
He was waiting for you, man. And that's what makes it so weird. You know, like it would still be bad if it was a couple weeks from now. But the fact that the ink wasn't even dry and he pounced on you. And then Duffy
he had
coming
me
in.
blocked, but somehow he saw me post that picture, and within 12 hours, I mean, he had to be sitting there on the Arvada County website, just like hitting refresh till they had recorded it and put the copy up. You know what I mean? Like, he had to have been like, what?
That's obsessive. And like you said earlier, it is absolutely psychotic. Like, who the fuck does that? And respectfully, fuck off.
Respectfully, please fuck off.
Please fuck off. What else? Like, how bored as a journalist do you have to be to sit there and wait for and do that? You know what I mean? Like, that's my other thing is like, dude, aren't people getting arrested? Shots being fired somewhere or something? Like, why are you concerned? So concerned. And then that just shows, all that shows is that it's personal. He decided. And so I actually had, interesting enough, a Texas Liberty a guy, he DM'd me and asked me specifically, like, what is doxing to you? And I said, it's whenever you take already public information. So we're not even go into like really digging into that, but like, let's just say public information. You know, you own a home, underneath your name, and you figure out someone's name, and then you're going to use that information against that person with malice. So this was not, hey, this person's running for office, I reached out for comment. This is what this new candidate said. You know, this is you using already public information and using it against a person with malice, with intent of people, what, coming to your house? What? They
because why else would you post it?
Exactly.
What else
so
is
that
the reasoning?
That's the difference between, in a political campaign, people will bring shit up out your closet. If you've ever.
Yeah. And I was ready. I was like, I know Sparkler coming up. If
it's coming. And you know, there's gonna be a little hit piece. You gotta have your little hit piece about. It's okay, but that's okay. That I can tell you, working in politics, that is easy. That's easy. You know, but if you've had, like, I don't know, a DUI or something, I don't know, that shit's gonna come out in your campaign. That is not doxing. You're running for political office, that shit's gonna come out. However, using it, like I said, this was not an article. This was not a professional piece that he emailed you for comment as the new candidate for District 4, blah, blah, like that, none of that. So this is pure malice, using his platform with malice. And that is just unconscionable.
He admitted it. In one of his things, he says, I admit I do this for a personal reason. He says that. He admits that. He it's over shit I didn't do. It's all, he put my life, this man put my life in danger because of some tweets someone else wrote. That's exactly what just fucking happened. Like, it's just like, I've had crazy people I've been doxxed before by a crazy fucking person, you know, like, this is no different. He is literally the scum of earth, doxers that are the weirdos who do that shit online every day. Like,
yep. Swatters and doxers, there is a special realm in hell for you people.
Yep. And Cerebral Crises in the chat is the other person who was named in my post too, which he's who was also blamed for posting shit about his dad, and he didn't post shit about his dad either. And there's a whole nother thread that I posted today of Jeremy threatening to dox him, and that's what my whole live stream was about, where we didn't talk about his fucking dad, where he's like posted that. How do you, oh my God, this is the crazy, sorry, I'm getting riled, but the craziest, he posted that clip from the video. I didn't say anything. I literally was just sitting there nodding to what Kyle said. And what he said wasn't anything. He said, Paul did, my father. Like, what the hell? How is he? That just shows how lost in this delusion he was at the moment, because he couldn't even make sense of shit.
Yes, all of that. Even if you had,
Yes.
it doesn't matter. I would really like to know, has this man ever, I think he wants a smash, and I can say that you can't, and I'll tell him to his face. You just mad. This is what happens when men don't get pussy or dick, whatever you're into, or both, or either. I don't know, but like you said, you didn't even do it. You didn't even say that. Why is he coming for you? Unless, see, my mom always said, whenever the boys on the playground are mean to you, it's because they like you. And if he doesn't want you to think you don't like him, if he want, this is how children act.
Yeah.
So
and it was just like, I still can't, like, I can't wrap my mind around how someone would so openly display this behavior. But we've seen with some other people who kind of came after me, who also came after me too. I mean, that person probably has a crush on me too. Let's face it.
I would 100% not be shocked. Like 100% not be, if he don't have a folder, of your selfies. And he's got Sparkler saved. Fuck that. He's got Sparkler saved. He watches that shit. I'm just saying. But yes, but no, you handled it with grace. You've handled it with grace. And
like I said, I'm gonna be careful with it. I'm gonna dunk on him still a little bit more, but then it's moving on. And now the platform he gave me, all the people, so many people from Colorado who've reached out in my district. He got me people in my district, even.
Dude, it's you done won the race. I ain't worried about you winning the race. That shit, if he didn't want you on the city council, this was the wrong shit.
It's like 40 chats. I'm paying him to do it, like, no, it'll be great. I was worried about fundraising because I hate asking for money. We good. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be on Jesse Kelly next Tuesday. That's the day where I'm doing Jesse Kelly.
When you're like off air talking with him, make sure to tell him that I'm a really good wifey and I make really good hot turkey sandwiches for my man.
Okay. You got it.
The shit that he says, he gets women all riled up, and it's like, yeah, sometimes it is misogynistic and sexist, but it's funny. But I mean, sometimes I get irritated with shit that he says, but he's funny though. Like, go make me a sandwich.
First of all, misogyny is funny. First of all, anytime women make
funny jokes about men, it's funny.
Yeah, anytime some guy wants to be on, it's like, bitch, you don't, what do you do for yourself? You know what I mean? Like, you would much prefer me do for you. Misogyny is hilarious until it gets violent. Then that's a whole different ballgame. But when people are just like, go make me a sandwich. I make my man a sandwich just like you. I make my man a sandwich almost every single fucking day. And he has tried to replicate my sandwiches, and he's like, it's just not the same.
No.
And like, I don't know if he makes me trying to make me feel better because I make the best sandwiches, but like, I make the best sandwiches, So fuck that. Jesse Kelly's hilarious. I love it. And
it's so funny how mad women get. And it's like, as women, you can make the same jokes towards men too. Like when men are saying something and they're like in your space, like, go tell them to take out the trash or something. Like, shut up, go take out the trash.
Yes. Don't you have sports balls or something? Go away. I'm done. Go take out the fucking go do something. Get out my face. So no, that's funny. And when girls are like, and it's like, oh, clutch your pearls and go fuck off, respectfully.
And then they're like, "Oh, you're a pick me because you can joke. You're a pick me because you can joke about that."
What even does that mean?
I don't
That's
know.
not a word. That's not a thing.
It means a girl who has a sense of humor and doesn't care if it comes from a man or a woman or what it's about.
A pick me?
Dude.
Yeah,
I see that.
Those are the people they call pick me's, but
okay.
No, that's a freaking we try to make so much shit. That's kind of true. Yeah, constantly like, where is this? Where is it? Where is this? Why? And then, but my favorite's when it's like right in front of your eyeballs, like right here.
There's my whatever. I can't find it anywhere. You like just walk and right here.
So
you could have just lifted this thing.
Love it
because they're just like, oh, I don't see it. Oh, I don't see it. And I'm like, you have to, kind of like that part of the body. You kind of have to.
It's like their eyes just like. First shot also enjoys misogyny. We all enjoy. That's gonna get clipped. There's my next smear right there.
There you go.
Misogynist white woman.
What a compliment! Oh my god!
Women hating me, calling me a misogynist. Which there's the irony lost there. I don't know.
Their heads will spin 360. They'll spew out green shit on you and be like, "How dare you!"
But you have an all-girls show.
Yeah, I have everything covered, man. I have a black co-host. I got an all-girls show. Like they can't say.
You got a special needs producer.
We are extremely inclusive.
Oh my gosh.
We are extremely inclusive.
I hope
FMU is just like Marvel. Well, can we even say that? Oh, like the other one. They're just like that one. It's very inclusive. We got all our bases covered, except for losers. Which
yeah,
the other
losers.
No losers. We don't no losers.
No losers.
No. So yes, you were dealing with this. You were dealing with this beautifully and with grace, and laughing about it is the best medicine. And I can tell you, as someone who has worked in politics and done this, the best thing you can do is like water on a duck's back. You just let it roll and you just keep moving forward. You address the shit that needs to be addressed, but you don't dwell. No reason to dwell. Like I said, you got this shit in the bag. Was that a jacket?
I couldn't have paid for this amount of online publicity.
This
is more than like a YouTube ad, Instagram ads. This is like I won't have to pay for any online ads now. Like,
it's really insane. And the Hodge twins retweeted it.
Yeah,
like I'm just like it was so bad. I could like not get off my phone for a while.
But me either. It was going wild. So anyways, I think he has like 31,000 followers and I'm almost to 30 now. So here's another announcement. I think this will be fine. I'm going to make shirts and t-shirts that say thanks Jeremy with an exclamation point.
Beautiful.
It's so good. I was like, oh, that's so good. I have to do it.
No, we have to. If we don't monetize this, what are we doing? Right. What are we doing? Yeah, this is it.
I was so pissed that he didn't.
Assholes.
What?
I bet you that's why you were shitting. Oh, wait until you see what they did.
Uh-oh.
I wish he would have waited. I still don't have my bank account and stuff set up yet. I'm like, I wish he would have. Oh, what were they eating?
It's
sons of bitches.
It's little marijuana ice cubes.
They're eating the silicone or whatever it is.
Yeah, they must have jumped up on that side by my sink. They must have jumped up and pulled it down after I washed it the other day.
Oh shit!
Actually, that's why they had diarrhea. Sorry about that. Fucking assholes.
Why are you so cute and such a demon?
They're the worst. They just love destroying shit. No, but I was pissed. I'm like, dude, couldn't you have waited till next week after I had all my ducks in a row? Because then I was like, then I was like, oh, when all this shit's happening, I was like, I gotta rush, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not fucking rushing because you gotta have your fucking I's dotted, T's crossed, and now I know I'm gonna be watched more now. So it's like I'm like, okay, no, I'm waiting out. I'm sticking with the plan that we were gonna do it Saturday and get everything set up, blah blah blah. And it worked out where I'm going on. It'll all be good by the time I go on Jesse Kelly. So that was what I was most worried about. So and I'm scheduled to go on Timcast on April 21st. So the dates, it's already changed a couple of times, so the date can change, but I'm at least on the radar, and I'm sure I will go on at some point. So as of right now,
I'm so glad you said that.
Isn't that crazy?
That is so crazy.
Twitter
that is
is
awesome,
like,
awesome,
Twitter
awesome.
is magic. Twitter, even the bad parts of Twitter have been magic for me. So
yes.
So Scar knows who Tim Pool is because like she's like seen him on when I've watched him before. Like okay. Yeah. So she's like seen him on before and stuff and heard of him before. And when you told me that, I was screaming so loud. And then Scar got so excited. She's like, I can't believe this is happening. This is amazing. She's like, I cannot believe this.
It is amazing. It is absolutely incredible. And you're right. Twitter is a tool.
Yeah.
You know,
and I've been good at it. I've just been good at it, and it's just like I keep getting rewarded with it. So
no, you know exactly.
And you know what's weird? I've gotten more followers since this happened, and I'm getting more interaction on my posts since this happened. So I was like,
it's a trickle down effect, y'all.
Thank you. I'm super thrilled to like be even remotely associated, even if none of this, right? Like, yeah,
no, well, because I'm glad. Well, that's why I'm glad you're hopped like in the FMU too, because you're gonna start doing the same shit down there, and like, you
yes,
know,
I am.
You have the kind of strong personality that they can't fucking handle, you know. And that's like
no, they hate it.
I met a lady this afternoon. She's my age, 40 something, but she's out here and she lives in a town, and she's been fighting her town for forever because they're trying to take some of her land. Okay, first of all, she's super cute and she's super hot. Second of all, like she's got 100,000 followers on TikTok or something, and she's interested in the Libertarian Party today. And she even met with me today. She's like, you know, it's the strong girls like us right now that they can't stand. And so, like, I think she's gonna be in. She's coming to our convention and stuff next week. So it's like the more like bad signaling of these like strong girls, where we're just gonna say what we're gonna fucking say. You know what I mean? So it's like it's building. We're out there.
No, it is. Well, we have to say in this world, yeah, we have to stick together. When you've got bitches talking about a lot kneeling at men, when and they call themselves feminists, we got the women that see through it, that have take their healthy.
Echoing. Sorry.
Oh, wait,
what?
No, I think it's someone's echoing. I don't think it's me though. Is it? Okay, keep going.
Okay, we just
you hear it too?
Yeah.
Now I hear it.
I think it's Alice. Here, let me mute. Sorry, guys.
Let me try turning it down more.
Okay, I think that's better.
Yep.
We just have to stick together. And like, I even reached out to Miss Riley Moody, who is yes, Duke, because that's how Duke and I met, is Twitter. But I reached out
lovers in the Liberty Movement.
Yeah, right. It's so cute. But I reached out to Isabel and Isabella Riley, and I was like, look, you know, you take a lot of hate, a lot, and I don't agree with everything you say, but I think you're doing a good job. And I was like, you don't have to respond. You don't, like, you know, I'm just saying, woman to woman, like, and I'm not asking for anything. I'm just telling you, like, you're doing a good job. And she gets so much hate all the time from women, like from other women. And so I was like, you're doing a good job and keep going. And she messaged me back. She was like, oh my God, thank you so much. She was like, I really appreciate it. And it's like, yeah, because we have to let each other know that, like, you're not alone. And like in this sea of social media and feminism and bullshit, like, I see you. And I don't have to agree with every single thing that comes out your mouth. You support Trump, that's fine. That's like fine. Like we agree on a whole lot more than we disagree on. So if we're going to let who we vote for in the fucking voting booth every 4 years dictate who we talk to on, so like, no, she is against woke bitches just like I am and just like we are. And we have to stick together. Like we have to stick together. So
and we're like strong personalities, but not bitches. We're not those that kind of bitch, you know?
No,
and not a feminazi, obviously, too.
Right. I would never put another woman down unless for instance, that particular post was this woke piece of shit who was like went after Isabel Riley for like her makeup. And I was like,
I saw that.
I've seen them talk about her makeup a lot.
I was like, okay, well, you're not wearing any, and you like slave jewelry. You like to put a little thing up your nose that is a mark of chattel. It's how they used to bring. It's how they bring fucking cows around. You know what I mean? Like, and that's fine. That's fine. But do not attack another woman over her makeup and expect to not then be ridiculed for your appearance. Right. Like that's not like, but like, that's no, I normally would not engage in that, but that bothered me. I was like, are we really
glass house and shit? Like first, like anytime you're going to insult someone, at least think, oh, can they say this back to me in any way, shape or form? Exactly. If they can't, fucking do it. Throw that bomb.
No, yeah. And they got on me. First of all, my favorite comment of the whole thing was, they told me, a day in the country hat from my profile picture. And I was like, bitch, I am from the country. First of all, I called dinner supper. Okay. That's not a play for me. That's my life. That's where I come from.
That's what my mom called it. Supper.
It's breakfast, dinner, supper.
Yeah,
there's
my
no
mom said supper.
Lunch is for hoity-toity folk. Dinner, supper. Yeah, I had to learn that as a kid. And I say lunch. Full disclosure, I totally say lunch. But growing up, yeah. So this is not a day in the country. I'm from the fucking sticks. So, it's just like, but that shit that like, that's the point that I guess that's what I'm trying to say is that like, nobody knows you. Nobody knows you behind, Twitter. So don't come at people. And for the record, I think Miss Riley Moody, at least she's consistent. If you're going to rag on her makeup, at least it's consistent. And it is also really hard, that finishing school paying off. Shut up, dude. I say that all the time. Like, it is really hard to do your makeup all the time, the same way every time. That's hard. And at least she's consistent in her orange. Route gang. Nice. Anyway, yes, but strong women who are not bitches to each other and who uplift each other must stick together in this day and age. We will win. We will win. We will absolutely win.
We will win. I felt that I probably felt that within like an hour of what he did. I was like, oh shit. Even like it wasn't going crazy yet, but I still was like, oh, we're gonna fucking win.
Recently, you've even kept saying you're like, I just feel something, like something is gonna happen with all this. Like it's good, and like I kept thinking about that night. Like it really is. Like 10 years from now, we're gonna be like, remember when FM blew up?
Arm Dave over in Rumble says a lot of South in that mouth. High quality. I don't know if you see yet. See if CD sticks or that you'll see Arm Dave. Follow him. Everyone follow Dave on YouTube.
Yeah, I will. Thank you. I absolutely will. And thank you. That's really kind.
Oh, hey, Babylon. I didn't see you. Yeah, it's just the beautifulness of it is he was doing it in such a malicious, nefarious, disgusting way and trying to punch down on a woman in the like working class normal world. He was trying so hard to intimidate me, and it just like he turned those comments off quick.
Yeah.
Quick.
I couldn't see him, but I was seeing
the public arena. This is the public arena now. Like,
yeah, no. it's it's super. That's the main thing, is that it was done with malice, and it was not for the betterment for the people that watch or read him. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't for the constituents. Go get fucked. It was not for the constituents. It was for you. And that's what makes it gross. If you wanted to be an actual professional, it would have been, he reached out to you for comment about this.
And he could slam me in the story. I wouldn't care, because I would expect that.
And then obviously your following would have reacted appropriately and still said respectfully, fuck off. But he had to go this route. He had to go this way. And that's what's gross. And that's what's ugly. And that's what, we don't stand for that. Like, this is the wrong group of fucking people. And then he tried to play victim. Yeah, which is
yeah, exactly. That's what I was talking with this lady at noon. I'm like, technically I was a victim, but I'm not a victim. I'm not gonna I'm not doing this for pity now. Now I'm like, let's fucking go, boy. Like, you fucked up. You helped me out. So, like, I'm not gonna, like, because I could have been like acted scared or whatever, or acted like, oh, I can't deal with this, I need to drop out. But now I'm like, if it needs to turn into a troll campaign, fine, I'm down with that too. Like, I don't care how goofy it has to get. They started it. He made it fucking crazy day one, and they blame Trump for shit. This is the dude. That is worse than anything Trump has ever said. Ever.
Yeah. 100. And no, homie wants to rock. That's what it sounds like. Homie wants to rock. Let's rock. Let's go. You don't want this smoke, baby. You do not want this. No. I could have told you that. You should have come to me. You should have been like, I think about this. I'd be like,
for someone who's a journalist, he should have looked at my page a little more and just like,
because I would like to think, I personally would like to think that there was a meeting called with his boss that was like, what the fuck? And you used your personal Twitter tied to the news station, tied to all these people. And I do hope, I mean, I didn't call, but I should have, but I hope people called the station and were like, who the fuck, who are you? And do you know that your boy out here doxing people for his own personal gain because he wants to hurt her?
Who's divisive? Talk about divisive. Like, what the fuck?
No. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Abhorrent. And he should be fired, honestly. He should be out of a goddamn job. But because he's a man, and I'll say that, but because he's a man and you're just forest mommy, they're not going to fire him. But he should. But if you were a man, he would be fired. I'm guaranteeing goddamn fucking to you. I guarantee you that.
Oh yeah.
So that's fine. Like I said, homie wants to rock. Let's rock. Let's go. Oh, wait. How long?
You want to turn it into a circus? I'll be the fucking headmaster. Okay.
Bitch put sparklers in her body. If you don't think she won't be a ringmaster to your motherfucking circus, you got another fucking thing coming, bro. You mess with the wrong bitch. That's what I said. You mess with the wrong bitch. And the one with the army. And you ain't got an army. And you know what? A long time ago, a very wise man said, if you ain't got an army, if I didn't have an army, I'd shut the fuck up.
Don't go to war, motherfucker. Yeah, it's been cool. It's been interesting.
Well, I'm so glad you had such a bang, because I'm here to tell you, most people do not get quite the bang to their to their race for a local.
No, never.
Like, most people don't get this. So just like, it's truly,
he funded my whole campaign. I think after like a month, I'll have enough money for everything. He funded my whole fucking campaign.
No. And you sell t-shirts, like I said, you never pass up an opportunity to publicize and monetize, baby. We do. This is politics, the highest stakes game played in the entire fucking world now. And if you're not monetizing the publicity, you're not gonna win. You are not gonna win.
So
it
was a fucking gift. It was a gift.
It was such a gift. And that really
I will be selling shirts that say, "Thanks, Jeremy."
So I do. So like from there, like, and really what this tells me, mommy, is that like you are really meant to be on the council at this time. Like everything happens for a reason, and you're supposed to be there. So I don't know what the hell's about to happen to your little district. Yeah, there you go. See, that's what I'm saying. You monetize your haters. I don't know what's about to come down the pipe ordinance wise in your district, but like some shit's gonna come down and it's gonna require your vote. Everything happens for a fucking reason. And for it to happen the way that it's happened, to me, that just solidifies why you should be there, and that you're gonna win, and that there's a bigger reason, and you have a purpose in this. And I hope you really find, like, as much as like I can only imagine the sinking feeling, and like I would have fucking panicked if I had to go to Duke and be like, I did a thing, and do you know what? You know what? We should eat. Have you eaten? We should eat. Like, so I'm just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, I can't, like, I'm sure that was such a sinking feeling. Like, I can only imagine. So, loser, like, there you go. Yes, there you go. There you go.
Now you're gonna be one of us, Jeremy. Now you can just be the something that you are, be hiding behind your journalism mask.
But just know, I hope you find solace in your purpose, because you have one.
And this is like the best chance. It's the most local you can get. It is a district in a town. You know what I mean? This is we all think voting's fucked up, but I'm like, this is at least as small as you can kind of get to where too much funny business, right? So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. The lady I met today, she's like, holy cow, I didn't know there was so much going on in Colorado because we have been kind of like for the last 3 years just like this like lava underneath the surface, and now it's just like, now we're gonna explode. Take that sexually or not, whatever, I don't care. But
it's hot either way. Lava's hot, whatever. Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you. No, and yeah, you're gonna like every day, like you're gonna be like inundated with those people, and you're gonna be inundated with people who also hate the government and who also very, very, very much want just like don't mind him.
Is he climbing on the ground?
Yes, he's crawling on the ground. I don't know what he's getting, but he had to get something. And so he's like such a champ that he was willing to just crawl on the ground to stay out of my view. That's so sweet. You're the best. And so you're gonna get in it. You're gonna get inundated with people like that are like, I didn't know A, there was this much going on, or B, that like other people like you exist in my district. You know what I mean? And get stoked. Like,
oh yeah, like I got people contacting me that like I sell guns and all this, and they're in my fucking like we were talking about the FMU bat signal out. He put the biggest bat signal out that I could ever hope for, someone in my position in life and stuff. Like, he put the biggest bat signal out for me. So you
should put that on a t-shirt, like in FMU, like.
Oh, like the bat signal?
Yeah, but not like a bat. Like, I don't know, something else. Like,
we have people for that. We'll call our people.
Alice is a designer. Alice always has ideas for shirts, so Alice will be the head designer for the FMU.
Okay, then we should do that regardless of the election. We should just have that.
Oh yeah, I've been trying to do some merch and stuff.
Scar and I were talking about keychains, like how we could make keychains and stuff, and. Yeah, she loves doing that shit too. My daughter, she loves it. She wants to make little FMU earrings, and I know. I gotta get the shit. And
we can sell that motherfucking shit, bro.
Did you guys ever wear? Did you ever wear macrame necklaces and the kind of like the hippie ones? I used to make tons of them, and I was like, that was such a good fun outlet for me. So I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna make some cool FMU macrame necklaces for everybody.
We're all gonna rock our
shells, the conch too. I don't know.
Hell yeah. No, the only thing I ever learned to really do is
honorable mention stickers.
Oh my God, they're coming! Lord have mercy. We got to get with our producer and the guy named Adam.
Paul's catching up right now, and I think he just saw the part where you gave him a fucking cut. What did you say about him again?
What did I say about
or a retarded person for a producer?
The R word. I did not say.
No, you didn't. You said, what did you say? Special needs.
Special needs. That's Alice, and she can say that. But what else?
This morning I recorded with Free Thought Project. That was cool. And
okay.
When they got banned, they had 6 million followers when they lost all their shit, man. Back a couple years ago.
Oh, are you serious? They had that many followers?
Yeah, they had like 6 million on Facebook, and it just boom. But that was a good discussion. We talked a lot. So for anyone who's watching who doesn't know about the Johnny Hurley story in Arvada, Colorado, obviously I'm in Arvada, Colorado. It happened here. Been closely involved with the people since it happened. And so that'll be something. I don't know exactly what I'll be able to do within my power when I win. I don't know what I'll be able to do within my thing, but I would love to work on police reform because the city of Arvada has had a bunch of issues. They've quietly given out a couple settlements for police brutality cases. And one of the people I know, he was hired as a police officer. He used to work for someone else I know, and she was like, he was fucking crazy. There's no way he could have passed any kind of psychological test to be on that force because she knew him. She had to fire him because he was a fucking nut. And he became a cop on Arvada. And ding, 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 guess what? He did he broke into a house and beat the shit out of a dude, and they had to pay them $100,000 quietly, very quietly, of course. So it's there needs to be some sort of police reform, which I know a lot of the conservatives following me will not like that, but I'm like, can we it's reform. I'm not saying we got to fucking get rid of them. They were refusing to do body cameras. There needs to be something done about it.
Give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
And today in 2023, if y'all aren't using body cameras, then you are fucking up people's lives.
Yes.
Because why else don't give me money. Get fucked. It's not money. It's because you don't want them, because then that holds you accountable. And look, I really, 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 I pray on it. I do. I swear to God, I pray on it. I try not to be an ACAB person. Okay. I really try hard not to be an ACAB person because I'd like to believe, I don't like to generalize a group of people unless they're white women. But I really try hard to give police officers the benefit of the doubt. But when they refuse that shit, that's when I'm like,
it makes it hard.
It makes it real hard. So yes, that's when you should, that's exactly when you should be like, no, we're going to find it in the budget. Don't give me that money shit. Because all these other people have it. So it can't be impossible. You just have to find it. And then that's when that's what I'm saying. What if that's your thing? You know what I mean? That's you put body cameras on all them motherfuckers. Forest Mommy puts body cameras on everybody.
Yeah.
If that's all you accomplish in your whole thing, that is a legacy. If you don't run again, if you decide this is not for me, and I fucking hate these meetings, these people are ugly and stupid.
I gotta look at these ugly ass people all day.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, fuck this. I'm done. But while you're there, if you get that passed, that's legacy. That's for real legacy. And then people will forever be benefited because once they're part of the uniform for police officers, it's over. That's got to go. That in order to change that, it's got to go through so much red tape. It's easy to put it on them. It's hard to take it off of them. Exactly. So once they're on, they can't, it's forever. And you would serve your entire district and Colorado better because you held police accountable. And yes, I don't believe defunding the police. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. We don't have that
much. They do it in the dumbest spots too.
Yeah.
Like my police should be defunded. Like they have way too much shit for the nothingness that happens in this town. Like I'm so glad that we have 4 cop cars for, noise at night.
Yeah, for one complaint.
Dude,
for one complaint, yeah, 4 cops.
2 cop cars pulled up on my daughter with lights on because she was walking down the street. Somebody called and said there's a 5-year-old girl wandering down the street. My daughter does not look 5. Jess has met my daughter. She does not look 5. Not even remotely.
What?
And I look outside my window and there's cops with lights on, and my daughter, I just see her standing there and a cop walking up to her, and like I went off on the cop. I was like, there was no reason for you to pull up on her like that. And they were like, well, we have to check up on it. And I was like, can you not see that she is not 5 years old? She has boobs.
Oh my God, that's almost gross then. Like,
yeah. But she got more boob than me.
Okay, so
and
no,
she's
that's
my height. She's like my height.
And Alice, you're right. You're right. Those are money and time wasters of local government.
Yeah, there was no.
You should only fall under the jurisdiction of the sheriff at that point. Like you should only have like a county sheriff that, that if something happens, they show up. They're not rolling around looking for your baby, who's not 5, but who is also not doing anything wrong.
Right.
They should only show up. Yeah, right. She's literally walking down the street, bro. Like literally walking down the street. Like, what the fuck? Like, you need to go again. What are you doing? Just like this journalist, just like this journo just sitting there.
And you know what else I thought about that day? I was like, obviously my daughter's not 5. What if there was a kid like up the street that was 5 wandering around? Because it's obviously not.
Oh, you're a cat.
He's like, oh, you
put your hand out to talk, and he was like,
But yeah, shit like that is it's just insane to me. But then I mean, I'm not saying that it's gonna benefit inner cities to have cops walking up down the streets in a military type style, but they definitely don't need to be defunded there because there's innocent people trying to live their lives who can't. But I also think Maj Touré is right. We need to be teaching these people how to arm themselves, legal registration with guns, whether you're against gun laws or not. There's too many.
Keep them out of their jail. Keep them out of jail.
At least we can keep you out of jail and you protecting yourself from these thugs that are taking over communities. Like, that's not going to do anybody good there. Like, you know what? Take the fucking money that you use on this goddamn fucking police here and give it. Why so many? I asked for 3.
I'm not allowed to have any.
Oh, yeah, you are. Well, usually you don't drink on Thursday.
Hi, Adam. Tell him I said hey.
CD said hi.
Yeah.
Sup?
See, Duke can just walk in because Adam walks in too. Now Adam's not going to be the only man in the back screen. Oh.
I think and speaking of, I need a beer too. Hi.
Men on the show.
Hey, I'm the man of the show.
I told him I wore my good sweatshirt.
I know, I was listening.
It's not even my good sweatshirt.
Well, we were going with it. It might as well be Versace.
You know what?
I don't know.
It's my comfy one. It's broken.
Then that's your best one. Yeah. Then that's your best one.
I do.
Well, that's okay. You can wear those again. That's okay. I like that one. What does it say?
Oh, it just says Cleveland Indians.
I wear gray sweatshirts every other time.
That's cute.
That's how we do
I love it.
Well, but yes, Alice, what you were saying, absolutely, yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're like little girls. We're like little girls at Dad.
At the beginning of the show, we were talking about how you'll make them a sandwich, so they bring you beer.
They can bring yes. No, oh,
Say hi.
oh, oh, hi. Hi. Oh,
Oh,
so
can you hear him
cute.
purring?
I'm trying to.
That was sweet. My cat, when I hold her, she goes, like pushes away from me as hard as she can. Little bitch.
Lincoln, today is National Puppy Day, I think. And so, yeah, I was like extra loves on my little Lincoln. He's the best. He's just the best. He's my child. Look, there's a Lincoln. Look. Oh, look. Lincoln appears. You go for him and Lincoln comes. He's a little. Yes, he's my teddy bear. He's like my teddy bear. Yeah, he's my best friend.
This little thing.
That got handed to you from off camera. So we got our props.
Such a chick show. Animals show up and we're all like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, look, Lincoln's like, I'm not.
Adam, we should have another baby so then we could bring a baby on the show.
A baby kitty or human?
Yeah, no, yeah, a kitty, right? That's what we're talking about. Kitties, right?
Yeah. I think I'm going through that thing where you're kind of like, my friend and I talked about this. It's like you don't want more kids, but then you're kind of like, wait, I'm really never going to have more kids. And then you're like, okay, I don't, it's like, then you're
better get off the pot.
And then part of you's like, well, even though I don't want more kids. I'm gonna feel bad. I'm gonna feel bad when I can't have more kids, and it's just like it's really weird.
You're gonna have you're just like you're not far. Well,
I'm too old.
How old are your
old.
kids? Well, I'm not asking about you and your age. Are your children like?
My daughter's 12, and my son will be 7.
Okay, well then I mean like
apart.
No, but like I mean like you know my parents.
It's fine. I'll get a kitten.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is you should just get a kitten. Because I've had Lincoln for all this time, and he definitely satiates that whole part of me. Like I don't need babies because I have Lincoln. I have. He's like,
oh no, Adam, you did not say that.
That's it. That's what my cousin said. One of my cousins, his wife couldn't have kids, and they I guess they did try and adopt, but it's really hard to adopt, especially when they were trying to do it. And he was like, I tried to convince her to adopt a 17-year-old Filipino girl, but she kept telling me no. I don't know what the problem was. And it was so funny because he's like kind of dorky. They're kind of like a dorky, nerdy family, like church on every Sunday. Like they're like my really good and pure relatives that I have. So to hear him say
that. See, I couldn't contain myself. I'd have been like, what are you, some kind of weeb? Since when are you?
That show you
whatever
that show you sent me. This creepoid, like an older adult. She was an adult or something.
Like he would never do that, but that's what made it so funny because it's so not him. But they actually did end up taking in their two of their godchildren recently, so that's nice.
Bless them.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so what?
Really quick.
Yes, I was gonna say. What else?
Are you running for chair of Florida LP?
I cannot control who people nominate from the floor.
Okay.
I am not putting my name on any type of paper, but people can nominate from the floor when it comes time.
This sounds
for you.
He's like, what the fuck? No, you're not doing more shit. You're not doing more shit.
Basically, Duke's like, no, you need to get a real fucking job first. Bitch, get a job. Then you can run whatever political party you want to run, but you got to get a job.
Bartender?
Where's my job?
I have a job. I'm a bartender, but
I still wish I could bartend back in the day because I
love it.
Because we make good money and we had like a lot of small bars around here, but I was just not.
I make more behind the bar than I'm going to make as a teacher.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And there's potential for, better benefits through the government.
Right. If
I was what I'd hire you to be my kid's private tutor.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to be the best 4th grade teacher you've ever met. Like I cannot wait to teach little 10-year-olds how to think.
There you go.
How to like have thought and
Right.
you know,
To
like
not
how
think
to
about
think.
things one way, to critically think it and think, oh, I need to think about this a couple different ways before
Yes. Yes. So so the running for Florida vice chair was yeah. So I was on with brother Dan for his birthday.
Brother Dan.
And
Oh, is
he's
that
my
what
brother.
Shannon was on too?
Yeah. No. Dan Smarts is, I mean, he's my brother from another mother for sure. 100%. Like you know, if you want an in for his videos for us, mommy, you just ask your girl, and I make a phone call. No, you can totally ask him. He'll do anything for anybody. I'm not special. But yeah, so we ended up, I don't even know how we got on that, and then it became this, oh, you're running for VC of Florida. Oh, well, you're running for, and then he like immediately left, used a stupid selfie I sent in our little chat, like of like me like being ridiculous, and used that on a poster. Quickly made a graphic of me for running, and I'm like, oh Lord, have mercy. Oh my God, I just want to go and drink and have a good time. I just want to do hood rat shit with my hood rat friends at convention. I do not want to go to me. I'm going to the pool, bitch. I am not attending no business meetings. I don't care. Y'all can vote your life away. I don't care. I will be by the pool. I mean, I'm all for Florida, you know, but I've got other shit going on in my life that I would feel like I'm not in a position to be able to really do my job. And that's what they've already experienced over the last few years here in Florida, is a really ineffective leadership, really, top to bottom. So just they just don't do anything. So I think that there's going to be some people that are running that do have the time and the energy, and they can put forth to make some shit happen. Because if Ron DeSantis does in fact run for president in 2024, that will create a vacancy in the governorship in Florida, and big mega things, you know, big things. So it could be a really special time in Florida for libertarians. While Ron DeSantis is far from a libertarian, people in Florida are very liberty minded, whether they know it or not. So, you know what I mean? Like they call themselves conservatives, but you know, a lot of times they're much more into what we're into than actual conservatism. Right. And because Ron DeSantis has started this whole Florida first thing, his successor will also need to be super Florida first. And I think that Florida LP is very Florida first. They don't really care about national. They don't really, whatever the LNC wants to do is irrelevant to Florida. And I appreciate that. So at this point, you know, I really just want to get involved county level. Brevard County in Florida is got 700,000 people that live in it. It's huge. So like, you know, I feel like I could do much more just here than if I was like on Florida LP, whatever.
So chair of the affiliate.
Yeah. Like something like that, where it's not like, you know, it's not, you know,
it's not as much work, because it's a lot of fucking work on those boards.
It's so much work. And I understand that. And I would want to be able to be in a position to do the work. You know, like I'm not gonna, if I tell you I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. And you know, I'm not one to, but I would feel bad because I would definitely be sacrificing different parts of my life in order to serve LP, you know, LPF. Yeah. So no. So I am not on a ballot. I am not running. There are two guys that I know of that are running, and both of them would be great. Both of them are great. They're phenomenal. And I think that they would be great at vice chair. I think they would be very supportive of our guy that's running. And you know, so no. To answer your question, no. And I'm really glad you asked me that, so that we can just put all this to bed and everybody can stop with their you know, there's a few people that like to really poke at that. And I'm like, look, man, I didn't sign up for this, nor did I invent this idea. It was invented for me, and it is a joke. because I literally just got here. I also literally
that's
just
true.
got
You
here.
just moved there.
I literally just got here. So can I just like have a minute to enjoy the fucking beach before I sign my life away to the Libertarian Party?
Absolutely not.
No, Alice, no.
Sorry, your passion.
You know, I'm not saying shit because you know what? I don't do shit to help Liberty.
But that's okay.
I don't think
you're raising Liberty kids. That's what you're
yeah, that's it.
Well,
no,
we are going to start going to more council meetings and like board of education meetings, and
yes,
I so like I'm going to go there with a notebook because these people get like they get really like they don't want people questioning what they're doing. So I'm just even if I don't have anything to write down, I'm still just going to act like I'm writing shit down.
Yes, make them nervous, like you're in therapy. You know.
That's what, like I said, when I went and talked to them to their faces down at the Capitol building, yeah, like just looking them in their eye and like letting them know they're my enemy. Oh, it just.
So yeah, yeah, that's the best thing you can do. No, I plan to bring. I mean, I'm here in the universe, so hey.
Hi, Sam.
By the way.
Hi, Sam. Now that I'm here in the universe, I'm bringing whiskey and tea back. Like whiskey and tea is coming. She's coming back, and it's gonna be awesome. So no, that's really my plan for the next 6 months for sure. Foreseeable future is making that a regular part of this and what we're doing. I had a really good thing going before I had to go on hiatus. But I love my show. I miss my show. I didn't get to do it for very long, but I loved it and really believe in what I was trying to do. So I'm excited to be able to bring that to like a place where it can have a reach and it can grow, and I can get all kind of cool Florida local people to come on and sit on my my proverbial porch and talk with me. Like that's what it's all about, is like sipping whiskey and tea, and like like people used to do in rocking chairs. Like that's what my grandparents did. That's like sweet tea and whiskey. That's what everyone drank, and a big picture of it, and you figure shit out.
I'm not missing it. Everything you're saying. Sorry. Okay.
No.
Everything you've said has been about her boob, so I haven't been saying that much. You've been saying
so much good stuff.
Dirty turkey.
And Paul is live now. Paul's with us live now. Good.
Oh, I gotta get my dirty turkey patches made. I have to.
There's so much. And I was telling someone today, like, I want everyone, not that I'm not going to try and own people's show, but if there's somehow we can finagle having a network, a Forest Mommy network, and we have all these different programs for all sorts of different kinds of people doing all sorts of different kind of things, like, how cool. Like, we could be the next Timcast, kind of.
We could be the next Gas Digital, and that's what I've been trying to be. That's what I've been trying to be since I started this shit, was I was like, I need a group of people who are willing to dedicate a few hours of their life. Sorry, Paul, a lot of hours of your life.
And many more to come.
A bunch of hours of your life to making great content that isn't necessarily, it's not necessarily like even just political, it's just like talk, like, my favorite is to just talk to regular people. So like I wanted to bring on what Whiskey and Tea was, the whole thing of it was to bring on local candidates, like get it to where it had enough of a following where no one looked at me like I was a fucking joke, or that I was asking them to come on as a gotcha. I truly want to talk to you about your thing. You know what I mean? And like figure out why you think the way you think, how you got to that point, and how maybe, thanks for a shot. How I can well, that's sweet, Daniel. Thank you
and Alice are the boobs of the FMU. Thank you for your
dude. I'm trying.
Mine will be back out in like maybe like a couple weeks when it gets
consistency. Oh well, then it's cold. Yeah, I live in Central Florida, baby. It's
weather
all the time.
Nice, but I'm in the basement. So
yes, you're in the basement. Yes. Which I will be. I know we
back.
talked
We'll
about.
be back soon, everybody.
Good, because I want to see them. No, I'm just kidding. They better be. But no, that's like whiskey and tea was always just to talk to regular people that are trying to do something good. So moms who are trying to make sure that like their kids' school isn't shit, who like really don't.
I'm a bad mom, so you don't want to talk to me. I let my
You're
kids
not a
have,
bad
like,
mom.
5
First
cell
of all,
phones.
that's fine. Oh my God, that makes you a bad mom?
I'm just kidding.
I was about to say, Alice, you got parents out here literally cutting off their kid's dick, okay? And you are not a bad mom.
No, I'm actually one of the more like stricter moms, and I'm just like, I don't even feel like I'm that strict. Like I don't want to say like I'm a cool mom, because I'm not like the mom in Mean Girls, like like I'm not like that, but yeah, I don't know.
No, I think that's good. And I'm here to tell you
today. They're weird.
I'm here to, yeah, exactly. I can't imagine. One day it's going to be me and I'll be like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This is not 1997 anymore. And I don't know what to do. Why is my 10-year-old trying to watch porn? Like, I'm going to punch him in the face.
You know what? That was like when like I would let my daughter play with the tablet. That was like the thing that you kind of like, you're like, okay, you just set this up and you don't have to worry about them like seeing shit like that with a restricted mode. But now even on restricted mode, it's like, hi, 5-year-old. Do you think you might be a boy on the inside? You know what I mean? Like just fucking weird ass shit, or aliens talking to him, right, Jess?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
The weird noises they do.
On kids, and what is
it's hard. It's hard.
Well, if you need to know, just ask Paul, Alice. Paul knows everything about how to raise your kids, especially with
honestly,
phones.
like technology
that's the first joke I made about it. Sorry, go
ahead. But technology is a part of life. But a lot of the parents that are like, well, I can't get my kids off the tablets and I can't get them off of this. And I'm like, just take it away. And
who runs this fucking house? Who runs this house?
Kids,
you don't run this house.
Yeah, when my kids don't have a digital thing during the day, they it's really wild. We get these things that are called board games and puzzles and Play-Doh and crayons.
What?
Crayons.
Was that colored pencils? Colored pencils?
Yeah. And they actually do stuff. They'll actually go and play with those things. It's incredible. I know. I was shocked too.
So you don't I would like to think that, because my youngest sister is 14 years younger than me. So she was born after the iPhone. Right?
Oh wow. So you guys are
I was born. Yeah, so we're like,
my sisters are 12 years older than me. So yeah,
and it was different. It was different. It was like when she was little, like in like elementary school, her and her friends didn't go to each other's houses. And I said, well, that's weird. And my mom was like, well, yeah, because they have FaceTime. They just FaceTime each other in their rooms. And then they get to sleep in their own beds, but still hang out.
Which I'm not against them doing, but they can still go hang out with each other. Like when we lived over at our old rental house, there was a couple that lived across the street and their grandkids were there all the time. So they had everything there for their grandkids. They were spoiled. They had a pool, they had a trampoline. So Scar would go over there and play all the time. She would stay the night there. She still hangs out with them. Then we moved here to the burbs. And the people that live next door, at first, the little girl lived there, and they would ground her over the stupidest shit. And her and my daughter couldn't play together. And I'm like, okay, one day they left blueberries on a plate in the backyard, and they were like, you two
Yes.
aren't allowed to play together for 2 weeks. And I'm like, that's not going to do them any good either. Like, they should be out playing. Like, reprimand them in a different way than
right.
stay in the house for 2 weeks. That's
no, at this point,
insane.
and no, at this point, grounding is not like it was. Now it's are taking. I'm taking away your technology, and I think that the other part to that is to not start. I think a lot of parents, like my parents, they made the mistake when my little sister was too little to start her on the phone because it shut her up. Right? Like, it's easy because it was just like here. And now my sister ended up being very well rounded. Like I said, I come from the fucking sticks. So like going outside and playing in the woods was like definitely something to do. And we have a lot of property, so there's a lot to go do. But even with all that, she was still always tethered to some type of iPad or iPhone or something like that. And so the jiggle physics. Anyway,
I do notice, like, other people's houses, when I look at their kids' like little play areas, I don't see things like puzzles and just like those just basic things that kids need when they're younger to be creative. It's all these fancy toys. And don't get me wrong, my kids are going to get nice shit, but it's insane to me. My daughter has an art area set up in her room, like with an easel and everything, where she can just sit there and just do her art. But like, and I'm not against her doing digital art. I'm not against that. I just think it's good to do.
So I'll tell you this: what you just said, it creates a creative space, but that requires parents to be creative, and that's where we've lost it.
I'll have to show you a picture of my daughter's room.
I would love to see it. I would absolutely love to see it.
Just got to kind of see it happen. Remember when we did that? When I was like,
I'm just saying,
it should be done in 2 weeks. 3 months later.
That's where parents have lost it, is that they stopped being creative on how to entertain their children.
Too. Like
because they're on the exactly. So like, when I have children, I want them to see like I embroider. I can embroider. And that
was like FNU's first fight.
Was it really?
Yeah.
And it wasn't even. It wasn't even anything. It wasn't a fight.
Wasn't like that bad, but like,
it was like a minute of like awkward.
Yeah.
My
husband got on the stream, and it was just. I don't even what
I was drunk. I was drunk.
We didn't start streaming till 10 that night. And Jess and I are just like texting, and she's like, I kind of want to stream. And I'm like, dude, Adam's going to work. The kids are in bed. I was like, let's stream.
And then everyone popped on. And
yeah. And
awesome.
other than that little
and I was already little, yeah. We started off like here.
Yeah, my husband's really like, you want me to get more beer? And I was like,
yeah.
I only have one. You're at yes, please, more. And other than Paul like degrading me on a live stream, it's a really good show.
I bet. Sounds so entertaining. That's great podcasting, is what that sounds like. Should win an award.
It was funny, and then the next day
it was real talk, man. It was real. It was real
so bad. The next day, I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Whoops.
This is great.
Okay. What else happened? What else happened this week? What else, mommy?
Well, Jess was like essaying disabled people.
Elaborate a little bit. Maybe. Or don't. Fuck it. Or don't. Just say shit like that. Just drop bombs. Alice out here just dropping bombs.
That Duffy chick. Duffy.
Well, yeah, there's somebody else that she's exactly the same as Mr. Journo. They come from the same cloth.
Yeah.
Victims.
Yeah.
And the minute that their groomed audience that they've groomed to think that they are always the victim, they like when they lose that narrative just a little bit. Yeah, and someone, I at this point I don't care because she basically. I learned today what she said about me is actually something that's easier to sue for than what the journalist did to me. What she did, what she said, what she accused me of.
Yeah, no,
And
I heard.
she-
I saw it.
Yeah, so what she's been doing it since whenever I commented in a thread, I wasn't even fucking talking about her or even knew she was even there. So, anyways, but it's that was crazy too, and like the grandeur. I hate calling people narcissists because whatever. I have narcissistic traits. I have psychopathic traits. I have all sorts of bad traits within me, but I'm just well balanced. I'm all rounded. So I hate like when people are like, well, narcissists do this and that all the time. I mean, but these people this is legit narcissism where like what was happening to me made her say what she first said about getting the address as well was like, that was the same thing, that malice that like, and she has worked this up in her head that I have done this horrible thing to her. And then her saying that is actually, I'm not going to, but it's like, it's just like, what is
you can't just throw that. You can't just throw that around. First of all. No. Also, it's Twitter. It's not a real
it's about tweets that I didn't have a fucking it wasn't me doing anything, and I get attacked like that from these crazy psychos. Like, what about me that some of those, because I've had it happen before. Like, what the fuck is these people's problem with me? Like, they think I'm some easy target. Like, she thinks I'm an easy target. Like Miss Little, she's been subtweeting me for the last ever since I know she's, since she had started following me and.
I saw whenever I see her, I don't follow her, which I had a real problem with because I don't talk to this one. I don't associate. I don't follow. I never have because I have a real problem with how she comes after women.
Yes,
and like how she like I'm like, bruh, drink some water.
She would say you're being slutty right now, and then post a picture with even more cleavage than you showing, and be like,
yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, well, if you don't like it, you can just, I don't know, turn the fuck away. Like, don't look at it. Like, I don't know. Like no one is like forced. Like, this isn't like, stop. So I really cannot stand. Like, I don't care what people post. You cannot control that. You just control what you see. And so, yes, she's a hard ass fucking target.
I think they called her a slut when I was drinking the other night.
You did, because I saw it.
Well, you should, because that's slut behavior. First of all, that's slut behavior to like attack a woman, like, or women in general, and like try and tell other people what they should and should not post, and then you go and post a thirst trap and then get mad because other people post thirst traps. Fuck off. Respectfully, fuck the fuck off. I don't give a shit if you can hear me or not. Fuck off. How about that? Fuck off. And you can read that. And no, I just like hate.
Oh my god.
I just like really hate when women do that because like, dude, you don't have to post that stuff if you don't want to. And if it bothers you, don't follow that person because it's Twitter.
Yeah, you can block them. I've muted or blocked people just because the
no, it doesn't take much for me.
The stuff they post is so raunchy that even I'm like, dude, I hang out with some dirty turkeys, but this is ridiculous.
Yeah. And like again, it does. If you post that, it does not. That does. But that also just slut. When I call someone a slut, let me explain something. That is not somebody that. Oh well, good to know, Sam. That is not someone that fucks a lot of people. To me, a slut is someone who either does or doesn't fuck a lot of people, but calls people out for what they condemn slutty behavior. No, fuck you, slut. Get out. Like, get out. Go. because you don't get to say that. You don't get to dictate that, and you don't get to make other people feel bad. And that just means you're super insecure. That's all that screams to me, is that you are super insecure, and Forrest Mommy and probably a whole bunch of other women make that woman extremely insecure. And that's your own shit, and you need to go to therapy. And if you listen to any Liberty podcast, you can get a 10% discount code on BetterHelp. You should go find it.
Yeah, it was. I remember one time I did say something to her once, because she said something like, if you like a thirst post, that you're not a good person to date or something. I remember Alice. I remember saying like, it was something like that. And then I said, hey, I mean, it may not have been you, but when I was banned, I remember I was following you on Instagram, and I saw a bunch of like sexy boudoir photos that you posted. So does everybody who liked those? And then she deleted that one. Like, she deleted. So the one she posted last night, she sent herself a fake message. Did you guys read what that message said? What she thought up in her head? That she fake sent her. Well, she sent it to herself and posted it, but it was on the right hand side. Like, she sent it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you DM, yours on the right hand side. She posted it, and she wouldn't say where she got it, and it was like, holy, this is. You're fraud. That's fraud. You're fraud, honey.
You're fake. Fake.
She's insane, man. She's insane.
That is insane. That's insanity.
That's insane. Everything is, and everything she could make a trauma. I remember I said something, because all the abortion people were like, there's so many forced births or forced pregnancies, blah, blah, and I was like, how many forced pregnancy? Like, you know, I know there's rape, but like, you know, what do you mean by forced pregnancy? And then she chatters and, well, I've had it happen to me 25 times or something, you know, and like, it wasn't even about her. And
did you see somebody said about her yesterday? They were like, who are you talking about? And they were like, deaf libertarian. She's been raped by every man that she's ever met in her life. And like, wow. It just gets to be too much. And she so reminds me of this lady that worked for my parents back in the day. And it was just like, it was just always something, like just some traumatic thing, like, well, this happened to me and this happened to me. And I was young, and I told my mom and dad that I didn't trust her. And I didn't trust the stuff that she was saying. And ended up, she was stealing from my parents. My parents caught her stealing, and like had her arrested, pressed charges, the whole fucking 9, dude. And just like, at first I did, because she started following me, and then I started following her, and I was just like, okay, you know, you're deaf. And then like more and more, I'm like, bro, like,
you've gotten off your whole life on being a victim, and you think you're entitled. That's what you think. You think you're entitled to people's sympathy, and somehow that translates into, like what? She's sexy for a deaf chick? Like, what the fuck? Like, no, like, you either are or you aren't, and this is little pee-pee behavior. That's what that is. Like, do you either own your shit and like, yeah, I'm deaf and I do this and I don't care, and other, you know, I don't care, and other women don't bother me. But that's all this boils down to, is that she is completely intimidated, and in all of her, everything she's ever got in her life, somehow she thinks she's entitled to you and your shit. And instead of, you know, I don't know, being nice, being a real bitch, she's a fucking fake. And like you said,
she's mean. She's nasty. A lot of
people was busted just sending that fucking thing to herself. Like, that is so like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Insane, bro. Insane.
Yeah. That's psycho behavior.
Yeah. So no, I don't give her any credence, and I don't feel sorry for her. And there's a whole bunch of people that are deaf in this world that are just fine, and they don't put other people down.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And she would subtweet me. She subtweeted me forever before I got banned. And then when I got banned, she was like, "Oh, bring back Forrest Mommy," when she saw other people saying it. So like, you know, she was just, I'm like, you fake bitch. Like, come on.
Oh, talk about, dude. Y'all need to quit all these clout gurglers, bro. Like, quit. Y'all are ugly and fake and phony. And get the fuck out. Get out.
Bye, Sam.
Nobody. No, bye, Sam. Nobody.
The fake victims always will out themselves when they lose control of that narrative. The abuser fucking comes out and you see
You're
it.
right.
You
You're
see
right.
it and you see him spiral. You see him spiral. You see him do stupid shit like what she did and what the journalist did. Like they spiral out of control, you know, and yeah.
Well, look, haters, maybe we should find out, where she lives and we can send her a t-shirt.
She'll get a nice thanks, Jeremy, low cut.
Yeah. Sure. We'll
top.
see. But like, again, dude, you could be cool. You could be cool.
It's so easy to be cool. It is so fucking easy to be cool.
You choose to be ugly, and we don't like ugly people. So I don't know what to tell you.
And I hate Twitter beefs and shit, and that's why I never got really involved with it. And I didn't even, when she made that accusation against me, I was like, I made one post, but like I don't care, because like, hey, I obviously have real enemies to fight if they're fucking coming after me day one. This is who I'm, and it's the same shit. You know what I mean? So that's why like I get mad at people when they beef a little too much, because I'm like, we got real enemies to save our energy for, like,
right. Like,
and that's all she was doing. She beefed with every fucking buddy all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And
she would just post shitty stuff and just want to be like, I'm right and you're wrong.
Bitch, you don't go here. You don't go here. Okay? You don't go here. So get the fuck out. You don't even go here. And that's like, just you don't even go here.
I gotta Stoner, tweet that so I can share that.
Yeah,
I want you to tweet it so I don't get in total trouble for it. So you tweet it and I'll retweet it.
Yeah, deal. No, it is the anti-establishment, and we are gonna own that shit. Forest Mommy's gonna own it, and then we are gonna plug it hard.
And I'm gonna wear it to so many photo ops and shit. Oh, and by the way, everyone, Stocky Milk Coffee reached out. They're gonna help me out with some stuff. They're really super cool. They're actually from Arvada originally, so they're cool. So we're gonna go get some Stocky Milk Coffee. Who else reached out? A couple other companies. I'm making a list of everybody who's been like super supportive. And then when I donate, when there's donations, obviously I'll know people's names and stuff too who donate. So.
And then let everybody know so that we can go and patron their business or whatever. And
and Phoenix Ammunition, but I already brought them up. But
yeah, for sure.
That was awesome.
And that's so sweet. That was so sweet of them. That's why like I love too, is it's like there's all these people we've all kind of been bouncing around in this community for the last 3 years, and it really kind of brought this whole community together again. It was kind of like and
you gotta rally.
I don't even look at it as like what's happening is as like a libertarian movement. I think it's more just liberty-minded people like all finding each other. There's a lot of people in our group that are independent or more conservative type, but I think we can all agree that we are we're losing our freedom all the time, and
our money. Yes, so we have to stick together. That's what I was saying. We have got to stick together.
We do.
And so when one of our own, like Forest Mommy, who has been banned, who has been, she's had to rebuild her following 3 times over, and so when one of our own that's like a big promoter, I mean, I don't care, and I've told you this to your face 100 times, like, I don't care how you got your following. I could give a shit. You have one and you promote liberty. That's all that matters. And so sparklers, whatever. Yes, it attracts people. So like we have to stick together. So whenever one of our own that especially has been silenced the way that you have, and you're not a victim. I'm not trying to like, poor pitiful Forest Mommy, but but it's just like happened. So when one of ours is attacked, we rally, and like we're soldiers. And I'll say this. Y'all remember, I don't know if you ever saw the documentary Don't Fuck with Cats.
I couldn't watch it. Did you guys watch it? It?
We are those motherfuckers. Like if somebody went radio silent on Twitter, someone would be like, what happened to this person? And we would find out before the cops, because no one fucks with us, and and we're soldiers for each other, period. And if you're not, like Miss Deaf Libertarian, get the fuck out, because we ain't got room for you, bitch. There's no room at the table for you.
Move
and
get out
move.
the way.
Yes, exactly. So we have to
learn
rally.
how to edit so I can like take a picture of her and have that song playing, and something comes and like pushes her out.
I love it. I love it. Get somebody on the get them. Do it.
I get all these ideas. I just have to like, and sometimes I'll text them to Jess so that I don't forget it. I'm like, I don't even care if this is stupid, because if it is a good idea, at least like it's out there. But if I don't put it out there, it's just gonna be like, it's just gonna go into the wind.
You have to. Yes, put it out there, because dude, every idea, even if it's not initially like the thing that it becomes, it's the seed.
Yeah.
It's the seed. So no, always just don't delete the text message, for the love of God, Forest Mom. Just keep the text message, God forbid.
There's so many random.
I have a new phone, so I don't have to delete my text anymore. There's plenty of
Amen.
space.
Amen. Love when that happens. But yeah, so no, I just like that what happened to Forest Mommy this week, and the showing from not just Liberty Twitter, but from the whole space. But I will highlight especially Liberty Twitter, to come out and ratio this man and tell him your shit is not okay, and you respectfully can fuck off. And that's what we did, and they did it beautifully with flair.
We need to get that on a shirt, respectfully, and then on the back, fuck off.
Fuck off. So you just, but this is a good showing, and this is what it shows, and that they haven't
had a pushback like this in a long time. Like, they really haven't had a pushback like this. So,
and when you bring I'm sorry, go ahead, Alice. Sorry.
Okay. Well, I was just gonna say, I think like, I'll see it. People will be like, "Oh, their simps are coming out for them," or whatever. And do I think there's guys that sim for Jess? Of course, there's guys that sim for Jess, but yeah.
But they now follow me, so I really appreciate that. Thanks.
People like us, people like TT, Paul, Doug, even Adam was going after that dude. Like, it's because we love Jess, because we care about Jess, because she is our friend. What's her face and her husband that got married and are having a baby. You know who I'm talking about. Like, they came out in defense. And these are people that have met. Like, we love her. Like, we've streamed with her. We've spent time with her. It's not just this, oh, there's this hot chick, or, ooh, here's this, you know what I mean? Like, people really love her. She's like, what's her name? Sally, was it Sally Fields or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
You like me. You really like me.
But and I also don't send you against people. Like, even after that bitch said that shit, and even with Jeremy, I didn't send people against him. I brought it up. I actually brought it up kind of quietly with some people through texts and DMs and shit. I made a post like, oh shit, when the media's doxing you, you're right on target, right? And like that, and then I like sent it to some other, and I was like, I don't know if I want to comment. I don't know if I want to keep it quiet and contain it because my personal info is in it, right? But then people started commenting, and then I was like, all right, let's go. Like, let's go.
Dude, no, I'm gonna piggyback off Alice's point. I'm really glad you brought this up, because I wanted to bring this up, because a lot of people and a lot of haters are gonna say that oh, this is just people that just think Forest Mommy's hot and this is why they're doing this. And no, Forest Mommy is a light. She was one of the first people that I followed back in 2020. And people were like, have you followed her yet? And I was like, no. And they were like, you would love her. And if you ever met her, she would love you. And you two would get along. Because we're both strong, both outspoken, and both pretty, and willing to put ourselves out there to say the things that need to be said, regardless of the consequences. And I've always appreciated that about you. 100%. Like, and that's not, and yeah, call me a simp. Fine. I'm a Forest Mommy simp too. Yep. What you gonna do? And so no, we having a simp army, first of all, is that's kind of asinine. You're a beautiful woman. is everyone that follows like
to all the other things. It's just
that's what I'm saying. Like it's just like she's all these things and beautiful. Yeah. And that's what I've always really appreciated. Like that's all I've ever wanted to be is like all these things and that. But not first. She's not pretty first. She's smart, she's outspoken, she's willing to say the things that need to be said, she's willing to work for the things that need to be worked for. And then exactly, Hex is your brother. He's not a simp. Duh. No. So I'm just saying
he is my black man. So
there you go. I'm just saying that like you can't like get mad at somebody because they're beautiful and they have a following because people see their face and they're like, wow, she's really pretty. And then they find out she's all these things. But Jess is first all those other things. Yeah. If Jessica didn't put her face on anything, she is still Forest Mommy. She is still smart and outspoken and wonderful and a light in this world. It just so happens she's also gorgeous. So do not conflate. Don't conflate the two. You can be all these things and pretty, but don't ever think that just because she's pretty, that's why she has all this stuff. No, it's because she works her ass off. Period.
Definitely not why I followed her.
No, and I feel like
my husband's the one that told me to follow her. He was like, "Do you follow this Forest Mommy chick?" And I'm like, "No." He was like, "You've got to follow her. You will love her." And like he knows how I am about like a lot of women, and I'm not a hater of women. It's just sometimes I'm just like, and I think there's a lot of men like this too, but that's for you all to call out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But like some of the women like in politics, like I would make fun of like the conservative women because it was just like the same spiel on all their tweets. And I'm like, you're not interesting, you're not funny, you're just pretty and conservative or libertarian, and then I started following Jess and I'm like, oh my god, this fucking bitch is hilarious.
Yes, and makes me laugh and talks about ugly
like
people and like calls politicians ugly. I love it.
Thank you guys.
Yes. And so I'm just saying don't let haters take the work that you have done away from you because
she will.
Yeah, and I've been trolled on the internet for a very long time because I'm pretty. So like I'm really good at like dealing with it. No, I hate to leave it on such a high note, but let's
actually that's a good note to leave.
That's a good note. Yes, that's perfect. Yeah. That's perfect.
It was a compliment to me. We can end it right there. Like
that's it. Bye.
Oh yeah. So everyone, thank you for all your support. I'll eventually get a donation link, and no one ever has to donate. Actually, if you're in Colorado, your time will be more valuable to me when I need to start getting signatures and shit like that. So I would love that.
We can do. Well, I just offered.
Y'all done so much. You all have.
But if there's anything we can do from a computer, whether you want us to tweet something, if I don't know if we can like click buttons and send emails, I don't fucking know.
Dude, everything
you great if I'm running unopposed because I'm still just gonna campaign and like, dude, I'm gonna do parties and meetups and shit because like I have to now. Like I love it.
Dude, your way. People have. I'm here to tell you, local politics. Beautiful women beat other people. Beautiful women who have never stepped foot in city. They got to look up the address and fucking Google Maps on where they're gonna go. They win over men. You will win because you're beautiful, but just know that we all know that's not why that you are.
That's not why you're gonna make a difference.
They'll learn too. Yeah, they'll start because I'm obviously now I'm gonna be like loud and fighting with local media all the time. Like,
dude, I can't wait for that shit, bro. I'm so down. I'm so ready to rock, bro.
You know what? I wasn't going to, but they kind of started it. So now it's gonna be a joke a little bit. Like if they want to be like that. So
yes. So yes, keep rocking, keep going. I'll and we'll I guess we'll see everybody very, very, very soon.
Everyone want to plug anything? I didn't put anything.
So Adam and I have put a fork in it. Tomorrow night we're gonna have Q on. So that should be awesome. So
We're on Golden Showers together. Forrest, Mommy, and I, and
Sunday.
Hex. It's going to be on Sunday at 1 Eastern. So that's going to be really fun. I'm looking very forward to it. And I am on, God willing, everything goes according to plan. I just got word. I am on Welsh Republic podcast. I'm recording tomorrow. So that should be out by next week.
All right.
And then, like I said, Whiskey and Tea, I'm working out like my first episode back. But yeah, Whiskey and Tea is coming to FMU. It's gonna be. I'm so excited. I'm so.
and I'll throw
It's
some
so
dates
awesome.
at you soon for put a fork in it too.
Absolutely, can't wait. I cannot wait. So yeah, so we are working. We are this shit. They're gonna have so. If they ever want to come after you,
We're pressing buttons and working hard, motherfucker.
We are. So let's go. Let's fucking go. FMU or die. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I love it. All right, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks, St. Michael, for your text, and we'll see everyone later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.